Hey guys, this is Matt Brunet, and welcome to Movie News Weekly, hosted by FilmBook. Now, before we begin, let's take a look at what we got in this week's news, which includes Coco's last stand before Star Wars, the best of this year's animation, Singer is out of the concert, Captain Tarantino in the Enterprise, more Baby Driver, Pikachu, the new leader of the band, defending Depp, Singer's worst week, and when could be the end of Batman Ben. So with that said, let's get things started. I'm actually quite surprised that the big award contenders didn't get a major boost by now. For the third week in a row, Pixar's latest animated feature Coco remains in first place at the box office on the weekend before the big release of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Now, without the 21-minute animated short Olaf's Frozen Adventure, the film is the only one that hit the 8-digit mark with more than $18 million. This would then follow by the usual runner-ups, including Justice League in second with about $9.5 million, and Wonder with about $8.5 million, officially crossing the $100 million mark domestically. Meanwhile, in less than 1,000 theaters, The Disaster Artist made its way up at the box office by going to fourth place with around $6.5 million, which is estimated to more than an average of $7,500 per theater. Following from behind includes Thor Ragnarok with more than $6 million, Daddy's Home 2 with just $6 million, and Murder on the Orient Express with more than $5 million. They're getting ready for animation's biggest moment. Asifa Hollywood officially announced the list of nominees for the 45th Annual Annie Awards, the award ceremony that celebrates animation from all platforms. The movie that earned the most nominations this year are Pixar's Coco and the hit independent animated film The Breadwinner. Coco is up for a total of 13 nominations, including Best Voice Acting for Anthony Gonzalez as Miguel, Best Writing, Best Directing, and Best Animated Feature, while The Breadwinner has a total of 10, including 2 for Best Voice Acting, Best Writing, Best Directing, and Best Independent Animated Feature. Another strong contender this year is DreamWorks' The Boss Baby, gathering 6 nominations, while Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, The Big Bad Fox and Other Tales, The Lego Batman Movie, Loving Vincent, and Despicable Me 3 earned 3 nominations each. The winners will be revealed on February 3rd, 2018. He tried and he tried and he tried, but Fox just wants to put him down, I tell ya. 20th Century Fox officially fired Bryan Singer from being the director of the Freddie Mercury biopic Bohemian Rhapsody. This came after the news broke a few days before that he was unavailable for production when it resumed after American Thanksgiving. In the meantime, Fox was discreetly searching for a new director to replace Singer. The director let out a comment revealing that he had to take care of the health of both his own and of his parents. He stated, "With fewer than 3 weeks of shooting remain, I asked Fox for some time so I could return to the US to deal with pressing health matters concerning one of my parents. This was a very taxing experience, which ultimately took a serious toll on my own health. Unfortunately, the studio was unwilling to accommodate me and terminated my services. This was not my decision and it was beyond my control." Singer also stated that the rumors regarding the massive disputes between the director and the star of the film, Rami Malek, are not entirely true, and that the two collaborated well during production. Now he's really boarding where he has never gone before. Quentin Tarantino is talking with J.J. Abrams about an idea he has for an R-rated Star Trek film. While nothing has been set in stone as of yet, the filmmakers are now looking for writers to develop this film. If things get more serious with the movie, then Tarantino would consider directing the project. When being interviewed by Nerdist back in 2015, the acclaimed filmmaker mentioned that he would prefer to direct a Star Trek film than a Star Wars film, since he was quite a fan of the original series. Tarantino stated the only thing that limited them was their 60s budget and 8-day shooting schedule. You could take some of the classic Star Trek episodes and easily expand them to 90 minutes or more and really do something amazing stuff. He is currently working with Sony Pictures in order to film his movie set around the time of Charles Manson for 2019. Oh, you could tell that Sony gets easily excited when the opportunity of a franchise appears. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Edgar Wright confirmed that Sony Pictures is demanding a sequel to their recent summer hit, Baby Driver. Wright stated, "Those talks are already in the works. The deal is being hammered out as we speak, so hopefully I'm going to at least write a second one. I've definitely got lots of ideas. Whether it's the next movie, I don't know. I'm just working that out at the moment, actually. I have a couple of things that I've been developing, and also a couple of new ideas that I had, and all the nice things that I've been offered since the release of Boss Baby." Released back late in June, Baby Driver was said to be the most profitable film of the summer, where it managed to earn a total of $226 million on a $34 million budget, with $108 million that came domestically. Deadpool is playing a talking Pikachu. Okay! Ryan Reynolds has signed on with Legendary Pictures in order to star in the upcoming movie Detective Pikachu, where he will play as the beloved Pokemon. He will join the cast that includes Justice Smith and Catherine Newton. Directed by Rob Letterman, the film will be about a teenage boy whose father got kidnapped, so he has to team up with a talking Pikachu that works as an ace detective in order to rescue him. This is not the only film that's in the works that's based on a Nintendo property. A few weeks ago, Illumination Entertainment is in talks to create an animated film based on Super Mario Bros. The film was written by Nicole Perlman and Alex Hirsch, and the filming will begin mid-January in London. And we got an update on one of the first stories. 20th Century Fox announced that Dexter Fletcher is going to replace Bryan Singer as director of the Freddie Mercury biopic Bohemian Rhapsody. As previously reported, Singer was fired because of a sudden absence from the director after the Thanksgiving break. Singer claimed that it was due to the illness of himself and his parents, but Fox explained that it was due to how he acts on the set, including having a clash with the star of the film, Rami Malek. With Fletcher, he recently had experience with directing a biopic about a famous British icon. Last year, he helmed the feature Eddie the Eagle, starring Taron Egerton and Hugh Jackman, about the ski jumper Eddie Edwards, who broke records and got worldwide fame at the 1988 Winter Olympics. The production of Bohemian Rhapsody will resume next week, and the film is scheduled to be out on Christmas 2018. She opened that can and then suddenly, boom! Worms everywhere! J.K. Rowling officially spoke out regarding the controversy of casting Johnny Depp as Gellert Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts films. The writer of the movies not only defended the decision to have him on board, but is also happy about it, despite being aware of the allegations behind him. Rowling stated, "I accept that there will be those who are not satisfied with our choice of actor in the title role. However, conscience isn't governable by committee. Within the fictional world and outside it, we all have to do what we believe to be the right thing." Warner Brothers also added, "Based on the circumstances and the information available to us, we, along with the filmmakers, continue to support the decision to proceed with Johnny Depp in the role of Grindelwald in this and future films. However, this decision does not sit well among the people on social media and Harry Potter fans, as they express much anger and disgust to still have him on board despite the domestic abuse allegations." Oh my god, this is almost comical how much of a bad week Bryan's been getting. Bryan Singer is being sued by Cesar Sanchez Guzman for alleged sexual assault back when he was 17 years old. The filing stated that it happened back in 2003 at a party in a yacht owned by Lester Waters. During that time, Singer offered Sanchez Guzman a tour and then locked him in a room where he demanded oral sex. After he refused, the director forced him into it and then afterwards threatened to ruin his life and say that nobody would believe him if he revealed the events that happened. Sanchez Guzman is suing for emotional distress, mental anguish, physical and mental pain and suffering, a decrease in his ability to enjoy life, and medical and legal costs. Singer has since denied that these events happened. This occurred only days after he got fired from Fox from his position as the director of Bohemian Rhapsody, where now Dexter Fletcher took his job. I know, this is not the first time that you've heard this, but it could be quite a strong possibility now. An article on Variety was released discussing about the uncertain future of the DC Extended Universe due to the low box office score that the $300 million budgeted film Justice League has been receiving. While it did mention how the movie did a great job at introducing characters like The Flash and Aquaman, it mentioned how this could be the end of the cinematic version of Batman. The article stated that there is a chance that the final film that Ben Affleck will be playing as the Caped Crusader will be in the standalone Flash movie, which some refer to it as Flashpoint. As for the standalone Batman movie that will be directed by Matt Reeves, sources stated that he is currently looking for fresh talent to take Affleck's place. The Flash movie is still in the works at Warner Brothers, while Reeves' Batman movie is scheduled to be released sometime after 2020. And that's all I've got for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to head on down to film-book.com for all the latest movie and TV news, along with their columns on the box office and their theatrical release schedule. Also, you can follow them on whatever social media you'd like. And while you're at it, you can follow me on my YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter if you're more into stuff like animation, Disney, and my weird sense of humor. If you are watching this on YouTube, then hit that like button and come subscribe to us, and also leave a little comment on what you think on the news this week. If you were listening to this on a podcast on iTunes or any other podcast service, then don't forget to rate and review what you just heard. Tune in next time for another round of Movie News Weekly, and until next week, see you later, dudes!